Hi, welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney. I'm going to be your host, Courtney Anderson, and you're going to get to view the show once a week. On this show, we are going to feature fun, all positive things that people are getting their hands in, which are making the Mississippi Gulf Coast the #1 place to live and growing daily. We're going to get into the lives of the coastal celebrities and how they've gotten where they are today and what exactly they are doing that makes the coast so wonderful. And welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney this week. Here we are in Jackson County in downtown Pascagoula, Mississippi. We are here at Scranton's and we get to meet one-on-one with owner Mr. Richard Chenoweth. So come inside and let's see what's going on here in Pascagoula. Well, here we are right here inside of Scranton's. And yes, this is the owner and native of Bermuda of Scranton's, Mr. Richard Chenoweth. So Mr. Richard, tell us a little bit about you. I know you're involved in the community. You're a native from Bermuda, and now you've been here, the #1 restaurant in downtown Pascagoula.
We got here because my dad was a nuclear engineer and he came to work for Ingalls in 1962. So 20 years later, we started Scranton's in 1982, and we've been here for 40 years. And there's been a lot of changes of the downtown, and there's been a lot of changes in Scranton's. We started out originally, this was our dining room.
Beautiful.
And it had a platform, and we had table service, we had hostess service and everything. Well, after COVID, when COVID hit, we completely pivoted and went to fast casual, where you order it at a counter and then go sit down and we put a number on your table and we bring the food to you. And so limited menu, limited staff, limited everything. So we're still fighting our way through it.
But Ms. Richard, it's no longer limited. I mean, Scranton's, you were so involved in the community. You're bringing all of this wonderful, nice food. In fact, I saw you Mardi Gras. Thank you so much for contributing to all of the different festivities. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, great. I'm glad they enjoyed it. It was a struggle getting there, believe me, getting to Biloxi.
Oh, I'm sure. And the thing is, not only do you do like things like Mardi Gras, you're on every single community board, basically. When I worked for Baker McCarty, I got the pleasure of getting to know you, and you did every single thing. I mean, your workers, everybody are so united, and y'all just provided everything for the community.
You know, 40 years ago, we didn't start out like that. You know, it was a struggle for us and everything like that. And so whenever people came and asking me to do stuff or do things, I turned them down because I just didn't see the good for it. But then eventually I started doing, and when I started giving to the community gave back to me. And it's been like that. I mean, it just convinced me of that years ago. And so, you know, what you give back to the community comes back to you tenfold.
That, I was just about to say that. I love that. What you give, it comes back to you tenfold.
Yeah, it does.
And that's why I love meeting Coastal Connections Courtney, people like you, the owner of Scranton's, and so involved in the community because you're constantly giving, but people don't realize how much you get in return just by giving your time and your work.
Yes.
So thank you.
And sometimes it is a hassle, but you know, you got to go.
Well, your
get
first
over it.
thought is that's a huge hassle. I don't have
right.
time to deliver and stuff.
But it pays off,
yeah,
and you get to meet a lot of people that you normally wouldn't meet and everything like that. So it's, you know, just keep getting out there,
Yes.
putting yourself forward.
Well,
a lot of businesses
hearing that.
fail because they don't get out in the community. They stay trapped inside their business, thinking they got to, you know, just beat it to death.
Right, hustle on the
like
computer
that.
and
Yeah.
conference calls. When you just get out there, get your hands dirty, that's when the magic happens.
Right.
But Richard, you got here, okay, so your family came down here in 1982 and your daddy worked at Ingalls. And when you say we started it, was that you and your family, or did you just get in here and say, I'm starting a business?
Me and Jack Pickett and Merle Ivy and
Okay.
Merle Ivy's daughters, and of course our families supported us and everything like that.
Yeah.
We've always had a tremendous team behind us. We can't just do this ourselves.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, people, I'm the face of it certainly, but there are tons of people behind me holding me up.
I love it. See, and you give all the credit away. What about all this nice brick? I feel like it's got the New Orleans touch to it. Has it always been so cool like this?
It really has, and
Yeah.
and we brightened it up after, you know, when we took everything out, we brightened up the thing. We put in new floors, and it's really made the vault. Nobody really knew that vault was here. This is where they kept the land records and everything like that. This was City Hall back in the old days.
Oh
And
my
then,
gosh, it was
in
City
addition to being the
Hall.
fire
Wow.
department on the other side. And then it was the civic center of its day upstairs. So there's 3,200 square feet of dance hall and everything like that upstairs. And then we converted it to 4 apartments. And I'll take you up there and show
I
you
know,
that
I was
later.
going to say, and don't now, you have expanded. The last time when I was working over in Jackson County, you were in the process of doing a balcony and upstairs and things like that. So that is completed?
Yeah, that's completed, and we'll go upstairs in just a minute. Because I want to show you the whole downtown too. And there's a great view from the balcony that we can kind of talk about what's happening in downtown Pascagoula.
Yeah, and point out the things for myself and the coast so that we'll know, so that people over in Harrison County can come on over and let's share all the glory.
We get a lot of people from Harrison County, a lot of people from Alabama too.
Oh, I'm sure, I know.
We get a lot of, you know, we have a bed and breakfast also, and we get a lot of foreign visitors there too. We had a German couple in there just 2 days ago.
Is that the Grand Magnolia?
Yes. So, you know, they end up coming downtown. They love walking around
And
downtown.
this is where they want to come eat.
Yeah. It's
Are
not
you-
just here, it's just, you know, we got
Well,
Italian
Scranton
bistro.
kind of reminds me of the same reputation of Mayor Mahoney's in the Biloxi area. Have y'all been around? Are y'all about on the same time frame as?
He's a little bit ahead of me.
Mr. Bob, yeah,
he
he's a
celebrated
hoot.
50 years. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think about 5 years ago or so. So I think he's about maybe 15 years ahead of me. But the unique thing is that his mother and my mother were very good friends.
Aw.
Because she was from Bermuda, and Mary Mahoney loved to go to Bermuda, and so they had that in common. So my mother spent a lot of time at Mary Mahoney's.
Well, this is a little off the subject, but tell me this: is Bermuda? I mean, do you like the coast better than Bermuda? And Bermuda sounds very fancy.
I go back to visit
I mean, that
Bermuda
sounds
every once in a while.
cool.
We still got a little family over there, so
Oh,
I'll go back
yeah.
and visit that and everything like that. But you know, this is where my roots are. This is
I can
this is
tell.
where my family is. Both of my daughters are here with our granddaughters, so I'm gonna get choked
And you
up.
have all girls.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just amazing. Look at you. Hey, well, if you don't mind, I want a tour because I want to see what's going on.
Well,
Ever
like-
since I left, it's changed so much.
Well, like I said, this used to be City Hall.
Yeah.
So this is where you came and did all your business with the city. You paid your taxes and everything. And then the mayor's office was in the back. And then the mayor was the city judge back in those days. And so that was his courtroom, which is the other room.
Okay.
And then back in the back are 2 jail cells where they kept the prisoners.
Oh, goodness.
So we've
and look
got-
at all this. I just love it. And you can come in here and buy the famous tuna and chicken salad, pimento cheese.
It's all grab and go. We got casseroles and everything like that. So we got a lot of people that come in and grab and go. They'll come and grab a salad, grab a Coke, and then go out the door.
Goodness gracious.
The-
Oh my gosh, that gumbo looks delicious. I've had it. It's really, really, really good. Okay, show us around. This is awesome.
And so this is where the fire truck used to be. And the firemen all lived in the back there. Everybody comes in here and goes, well, I know there was a pole here. There was a pole here when I was growing up and everything like that. And I'm sitting there going,
I
"If there
can
was a-"
see a fire truck. I feel it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can see the door, where the door,
Oh, wow.
the original door and everything like that. And like I said, the firemen lived back there. There was only 4 firemen on duty at any one time, so they didn't need the whole upstairs to, you know, house one fire truck.
Okay.
So there never was a pole.
Oh my goodness.
And so this will kind of show you, this was the original fire station. And it burned
Here in
down.
Pascagoula.
It burned down when the town burned down. And then this is the fire station on opening day. And what they did is they went in with the city and combined City Hall and the fire department in here. And then the upstairs.
So is that place of what it looked like before all of the destruction?
Right.
Oh, Richard.
So this is, that's opening day. That was in 1924.
Wow.
And then that's like a 4th of July celebration. And I always tell people that's an advertisement for a paint job. And then this is what it looked like when we took it over and everything.
Oh, let's look at that one. This is the one. So this is all back then, and then this right here is now.
Right.
And look how beautiful.
Yeah, it was a great shot. I forget the photographer's name that took that shot, but he did a great job.
Oh, Richard, this is a recent picture, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And look, the balcony. That's what you were going to show me too.
Right. Well, we're about to go up there.
Yeah, not yet, but I love it. So cool. There's nothing like a good balcony at a great restaurant.
I'll stand down and go, Courtney.
Please do. That is still my dream. It will come true. And look at all this. It's so cool how the history is all sitting right here as you're enjoying the, homemade recipes and food. It's just great. So Richard, being a restaurant business owner and leader of all your employees, what was it like during the pandemic and all the things going on?
Very, very scary in the beginning.
Sure.
And then, then we just had to make a path, and every day we just took one more step forward every day. And we just, I always had the fast casual thing in my head, and so I said, let's pivot to that. And things really started working out. And then we did the apartments upstairs. We got a grant from the Pascagoula Redevelopment Authority to spur us on to get that done, and they helped us downstairs too. So everybody in Pascagoula came together to help support us and everything like that and get us through. Like I said, I'm not doing it without my team, and I can't do it without the team out there.
We all need each other. Exactly.
And finally, Pascagoula, with the PRA and with the chamber, and with our elected officials and Main Street, Rebecca Davis and everything, we're all working together towards one goal this time. Instead of everybody doing their own thing, we're finally coming together and working towards one goal. And
I love
you're going to see
that.
the changes. Yeah.
And that's what all the mayors really push, the one coast thing. Yeah. And I feel like after the pandemic and before, slowly but surely, it's really manifesting. People are really coming together. They're looking about, being cohesive and starting businesses together in all counties. And I love that.
Well, once these apartments, they finished them January 31st. They were rented and moved in on February 4th, less than 3 days later. When that happened, you could have bought any piece of property down here. Now you can't buy anything. We've got people investing all the way from the Nicos are coming over to Pascagoula.
Oh my goodness.
They've got an ice house, project over here. They've got a building down here. I think they've got another lot on the bayou that they're talking about putting a restaurant down there and stuff. So it's coming together.
Yeah.
The investment's coming here.
And that's the thing, Richard. I was so excited to talk to you because there's a lot of buzz going on, and you're going to clarify and show us a little bit about what is truly coming so that we can get ready to come on over from Harrison County.
They're already starting to come.
They are. Well, I'm the first then.
I had a girl that was going to live upstairs that was going to work in Gulfport, and I said, well, that's a 45-minute. And
get
she
a little
said,
taste of both.
I used to live in Houston. That's nothing.
Oh my God, so true. Oh, I love Houston.
People don't think about it, and people didn't think we'd end up
That's so true.
Apartments.
I thought it was the biggest deal when I worked for Baker McCarty commuting. I was like, I drive an hour, and everybody was like, okay. But it's a blessing, I love it here on the coast, and I'm just grateful for people like you doing all the service.
Well, I love living in Pascagoula because I'm basically 2 miles away from everything.
Yeah.
So, I even walk down to work a lot of times.
When we pulled up, I saw you out there just talking with all the customers. You're very hands-on and just
picking up litter. That's my that's my pet peeve. People that throw stuff there.
I know that, and that's good though. That's another thing. It's so immaculate and fresh. I love it here. Richard, everything smells so delicious. Tell me some of your best sellers and the dishes.
Well, the people right over here are having she crab soup, and she's raving about that.
Yes, I know.
And then we have blackened chicken Alfredo is real good sellers. Shrimp and grits is one of our #1 sellers. Marguerite Special, which Marguerite's was an old Italian restaurant that was here in town, and she gave us some of her recipes and everything like that.
Oh, cool.
So,
it's Marguerite Special.
Yeah, so we kept the name and everything like that. So, and then brisket sandwiches, brisket plates and everything. We do a lot of steamed vegetables. We just purchased $37,000 worth of ovens back there that can work miracles on anything.
Oh, and it's all located right where the fire truck was.
Right.
Well, tell me about your best sandwich.
Our best sandwich came in third in the nationwide contest.
No way.
And it's our Reuben sandwich. And funny you should ask, because I'll show you how to make it.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Richard Chenoweth with Scranton's Restaurant and Catering. And today, I'm going to show you our award-winning Reuben sandwich. We've been dishing out this Reuben sandwich for 36 years. The secret is in the sauce, the bread, and the cooking technique. This is just one of the delicious items you'll find on the menu. So come see us at Scranton's.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
Are a beacon of healing, resolute and consistent, determined. We are problem solvers, driven to overcoming obstacles, unshakable. We are prepared, capable, experienced, unbeatable. We are a network of people providing care throughout your lifetime. We are believers in the healing power of compassion. We are Memorial.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
The Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beachview Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Hey, Louie in the house for some home safety tips. I can see that you're quick learners because you move that cord away from the burners. Heat can damage cords and show off their wires, and damaged cords and overloaded sockets cause fires. Water and appliances sure don't mix, but that's an easy problem to fix. Keep electrical things away from tubs and sinks, you see, and when you're in the house, play it safe around electricity. Yeah!
So take yourself back to the 1930s and the 40s.
Okay.
Up here, you'd be up here with no air conditioning, but there'd be these 2 big giant box fans down at the end.
Okay.
That was sucking the air through. There's a band playing, there's people dancing. It was the civic center of its day, and this is where the volunteer firemen did their fundraising dances and stuff like that.
Oh, wow, right here.
Yeah, I had women come, I met my husband right up here.
No way.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. And didn't you say people had boxing matches up here?
They did boxing matches.
It was the civic center.
Yeah, it was the civic center of its day. So anything that happened in the city happened up here.
I mean, that's just cool that it all happened right here in Scranton.
There's a lot of history up here, a lot of weddings up here.
I love that. And you can feel it too, it's cool.
Yeah. Then we turned it into 4 apartments.
Oh, wow.
So completely transformed it.
Okay, and show me the 4 apartments. They're just
well,
right...
there's 3 right here.
Okay.
And these 2 run north and south. These 2 run east and west.
So people actually live in these apartments?
Oh, yeah.
I bet they come downstairs and eat all the time, don't they?
And they traipse around downtown all the time, too.
Awesome. And then they have their own little bar. They go
to
and then they can walk around. Because this is the central location, the downtown area, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's what I mean, it's so cool.
Let me show you. We're going to go through Christopher's apartment right here. Hey, Christopher.
Knock, knock. Hey. Hope we're not interrupting.
Typical downtown animal.
Hotty toddy. You went to Ole Miss? I did. Oh, cool, me too.
So you can see their
this is nice.
Living room, kitchen. And this is the bedroom,
oh,
the
wow.
bathroom right here.
Look at this.
And then we're going to go out on the balcony.
I love this. Richard, look at the tall ceilings.
It really is. And
I mean, it's very up to date, and I mean, look at the brick.
Oh, they did a fantastic
It
job.
reminds me of the cool shotgun houses on New Orleans Magazine. So
And
cool.
this is the smallest apartment.
Oh, it is out of the other 3?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then it leads to a balcony?
Right. And so what I wanted to show you was the downtown view from the balcony.
this
It's
is
really, really
awesome.
neat. You know, when the parades come down here, not the Mardi Gras parade, but the Christmas parade, the
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day parade. This is just a great view right here, watching all the people downtown for the holidays during Christmas and everything like that.
Oh, and everything has lit up too. I love that.
It was packed, and you know, families and everything like that.
Yeah.
Really, really neat. But right over there, that's the next game changer right there. That's the city
So
center.
this is the game changer.
That's city center. There's going to be 29 apartments open up. Right now we've had 5 here, 4 here, 7
Okay.
here, you know, a few more coming over here. But that city center's got 29 and a penthouse. And
Oh my gosh.
one of the tallest rooftop bars that's not in a casino, that's facing west. You're going to start seeing
That's going to be
shots.
the place to come. Oh my
You're going to
goodness.
start seeing sunset shots.
Oh, I
coming
love
from the top of
it.
that bar right there.
Okay, so have people already started buying and purchasing the?
No, they're apartments. They're for rent and everything.
Okay,
like
so
that.
everything's for rent.
But they've got a waiting list and everything like that because they're not quite sure when they're going to be done. They were supposed
Okay.
to be done in March. It doesn't look like they're going to be done till the end of June because all the COVID backup and everything like
I
that.
know, I know.
There's going to be a hotel right there. All these buildings have been here for years and everything like that, and now they've all sold.
Okay.
There's going to be more apartments down there. That building over there.
I mean, y'all are
Apartments
prepared
over
for a
here.
blowout. This is going to be amazing.
Well, they had a survey done by a company that said that this area would support 150 apartments.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so we're doing our best.
That's right. It's like you're doing the work, you get it manifested, and then it just happens.
Allison Buchanan, her father's old law office is going to be apartments over there. It's just going to. The good thing about it is now.
This is the place to be.
Yeah. The good thing about it is that there's going to be people here 24 hours a day. Before, when I was here, if you didn't know Scranton was here, you know, tumbleweeds were rolling down.
Isn't it going to be fun? These streets are just going to be packed. Everybody's going to be like, hey, have a good day. It's going to be wonderful.
I only wish it happened 20 years ago so I could have at least that much longer to enjoy
No,
it.
no, you're the one that made all this happen. If you hadn't
But
been there in the beginning,
It
we
wasn't
wouldn't
just
be
me.
sitting here.
My partner and I, we did take the chance on putting those apartments in there and everything.
And those
like that.
apartments are so
So
nice.
Once we did that, that kind of helped do the domino, but there's a whole team behind us. believe
Is
me.
that rent or you purchased those?
That's rent. They're all leased and everything like that.
You're obviously close with him. We just kind of barged in. He's real friendly.
Christopher, I go back a long way with him. Actually, I knew him when he was a little kid like this.
I love it. Here we come with the cameras. I'm like, hotty toddy.
We're in the catering business, right? Well, now I'm doing weddings for children that I did the parents' wedding.
Are you really?
Yeah.
And you're catering all the
And the
weddings?
parents are trying to get the same deal that they got back then. You know?
See, that would be the only thing. I'm sure people all want a deal, and you're so nice, you want to give it to them, but you got to make some money
Yeah, no,
somehow.
I learned a long time ago how to charge my friends.
I know.
That's
See,
one of the
I'm not
hardest
good at that.
things to
I'm
do.
learning in this business world, but I'm just like, yeah, come on, I'll sign you
That's why a
up.
lot of
But
businesses go out of business because they
I
can't
know,
charge their
no, it's
friends.
not funny. I know you have to have boundaries. So,
Yeah.
but this is awesome. You mentioned the Nicodes. Are they are going to do a restaurant around here?
There's, I think they've got a piece of property down by the bayou down there.
Oh, by the bayou?
Right at the end of Candy Street. It just butts right into Candy Street. And then they've got the ice
my
house
goodness.
over here on Highway 90, the old ice house. They've got a big development working over there with restaurants, townhomes, drugstores, you know, all kinds of mixed use and everything like that.
I mean, Richard, y'all are ahead of the game.
Well, we're trying to be.
I mean, y'all really are. It's happening. I mean, it's right here, obviously happening.
Well, when you think about it, kind of Pascagoula is the last frontier, you
Yeah.
know, along the coast and everything like that.
So much
At least-
history
at
here,
least
too.
Heading east.
Right. Well, Richard, if you wanted to tell, what do you want to tell the coast? What do you love so much about the community, the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and what would you like to see people get involved in, and what would you like to tell us today?
You hit me. That's a big question.
Coastal
right there.
Connections with
You
Courtney.
know, I've always been pushing, trying to get the coast to work together and everything like
Yeah.
that. Always pushing, because it don't, you know, if you hold things down or whatever, it holds everybody down because you're concentrating on, you know, I had people that would come into business and say, so-and-so is going to put you out of business. And I said, well, if that's their business plan, then, you know, then that's a bad plan, you know, and they,
Sure.
I'm still here and they're gone.
And you're going to continue doing the next right thing, regardless.
I'm always going for education, always going, belonging to associations and stuff like that. And I went to a thing and Ruth Chris was speaking. And she said, don't pay attention to what the guy's doing down the street. He may be losing his shirt. You just concentrate on what you do best.
I love that.
So if that's probably the answer to your question, you do the best you can.
And stay in your own hula hoop.
Right.
You
and
know,
don't worry about
I know.
what they're, I mean,
I bet you've taught your girls that and your family
I try
that.
to.
Because people like you, they live like that, and then their families mimic it, and it just makes the coast a better place.
And remember, yes. The answer is yes. Now, what's the question? That's kind of the way we live, too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Courtney. Thank you for coming over.
And I'm about to go
I know
pick
you come
up
over a lot.
I know, I'm going to go pick up the largest thing of that tuna dip. It is amazing.
We've got it waiting for
And
you.
I like the chicken salad, too.
Well, we make that fresh. I mean, that's one thing, that's another one of my recipes, you know, that I'm pushing real hard. And the chicken salad sales keep climbing up, inching up, because it's really good. It's made with breast tenderloins.
Yeah, it's all very nice. I mean, it's all your ingredients.
Yeah.
And do you cook hands-on back there sometimes, too?
I do, especially on large catering jobs and stuff like that. I've got an oven back there that cooked 150 stuffed groupers in 8 minutes. Wow. And did 150 creme brulees in 22 minutes.
That's awesome.
To perfection. I mean, it's got a brain.
Well,
got more
Richard,
brain
we're
than
going
I
to come
do.
back. I'm going to stay really close contact because I want to follow you with Coastal Connections, Courtney, and see what's going on in Pascagoula as it continues growing.
Well, please do, because it's exciting. In a year, you're not even going to recognize. We'll come back up here and it'll be completely different.
And I'll tell you, it's so peaceful, right? Just on the balcony, and everything's just good. And you're a good person. Thank you.
We just had a new restaurant open up. There'll be more
Where?
restaurants. The Italian bistro right next door.
Oh, and I bet there isn't is there an Italian one?
There's not. And
I didn't think
and
so.
It's very good. The food's very good.
Right, I know there's Grady's and Scranton's and
Paradise Grill
Bozo.
over here. The jury room down here.
that's like the bar everybody goes to, isn't it? It's the jury room.
Yeah, I go in there and say, hey guys, come over to my place.
Y'all getting hungry
What
yet?
are you doing over here? You know? Yeah, actually we do deliver. And it brings the more people, the more things we have down here, the more people are going to come down here.
Absolutely.
You know? I
And
see
the
my
more
customers
support, the
walking
more
by,
support.
going to the Italian bistro, and then the next time they're bringing somebody that has never been here. It just feeds off of each other.
I know. Good feeds off of good.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard. Well, I'm going to let you get home to your family, and thank you so much again for your time.
Well, thank you for your time, and thanks for coming over to see us.
Absolutely. It was well worth it. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight to Coastal Connections with Courtney, and we will see you next week.